Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Yesterday's episode was a grind, man. Today, though, it looks amazing because we got Breath of Life and 2 Spirit Hearts. EJM8, BG04. I'm going to reserve judgment. First off, a couple of reasons. Purity's pretty sweet. Flat, oh, that was real bad. Don't let it get it twisted. We had a really awesome aura there that has now been replaced with an aura that makes my tears not nearly as large as they used to be, which is a bummer because, you know, size matters when it comes to tears. A bigger tear, bigger hitbox, oftentimes correlates with higher damage as well. Sure, okay, I'll take the Spirit Hearts, and the Cancer item is actually pretty good. But I'm reserving judgment on calling this run, like, bad. Because the last run was bad. Sure, okay, you're right, you got me. I threw away Mega. That's a big reason why it didn't, you know, pop off. We probably could have finished that run like 15 minutes faster and with a lot less aggravation if I had not thrown away Mega. But I did it for the kids, okay? I did it for the entertainment value, and it had some consequences on my well-being, but in the end, we ended up, you know, coming through in the clutch regardless with a fairly okay win with Guardian Spear of all items, and really just ultimate fuck you, like tagging the boss with Guardian Spear while taking as much damage as we conceivably could while still surviving, and then popping the sun. You know, it was a very specific kind of run is what I'm trying to get at. Fuck the rest of this floor. I'm out. We got HP, we got luck. This is good. The reason the last run sucked was not because we got rid of Mega. The reason, perhaps an urgent Skype message? No, not at all. The reason the last run sucked was not getting rid of Mega. That was part of it. The real reason, in my opinion, that the last run sucked... I'm just going to use this, like, exclusively to get the aura that I want. And the money is just a bonus. So we're looking for damage or, like, ridiculous fire rate, if possible. Which is good, because we actually didn't have a chance at the arcade to begin with. The reason it sucked is because almost all of our item rooms were fairly trashy. And I mean that in the truest sense of the word. They were as close to garbage as I can conceive of. I mean, mind you, the wound is still fresh right now, so maybe in time I'll come to look back on that run with fondness, but that time is not now. I assure you that. We are up to 5 cents. Enough to maybe buy a Spirit Heart from the shop, but a key is more valuable. A bomb from the shop, though. If we need to get one, that might be a sound choice, considering that we have the Tinted Rock over there. A small rock would be an amazing pickup right now, and Spirit Hearts, the more the merrier, at least at the present moment. Keep in mind, we basically had the perfect confluence of bullshit on the last run, because we also did not get Deal with the Devil precedent, and then our deals with the Angel ended up being kind of shitty. Not trying to be rude to the deals necessarily, but, you know, we got Guardian Spear, and we got Immaculate Conception, which eventually gave us an amazing gift. Holy water, and nothing else as far as I could tell. And then an Eternal Heart. So, not the best angel rooms of all time. Now I'm gonna, you know, throw caution to the wind yet again. Here's Guillotine, which at least lowers our tear delay. I like that. I like that about it. We can't get to that, at least not yet. Can you use Breath of Life to play Blood Banks for free? I don't believe so. I'm stoked we got an extra nickel. What's our aura? Seems like fire rate. It's pretty swell. Oh, there was a Tinted Rock. Don't forget about the Tinted Rock. Because, again, Spirit Heart's good. Golden Chest, pretty bad right now. But Small Rock would be exceptional if we could make it happen. And we might be able to finagle a secret room out of it. We did. 2 Spirit Hearts and a secret room. The secret room contains a useless battery charge. Life goes on. Not to mention, I sometimes forget about this. Guillotine's an orbital. Now, is it an orbital we should use? Probably not. But it's an orbital nonetheless. So, I'm actually really happy with the way this run looks. I'm going to try not to take damage. And, again, just throwing my hat in the ring for Small Rock. Golden Chest, that's kind of like exactly what I did not want. But this is really good. At least, as it stands right now, this run is quite good. As the aura changes, so does the world. But, we're going to get a guaranteed deal with the devil here, at least reasonably, statistically likely deal with the devil. If I don't get a deal with the devil, I'm basically dead. So, you know, if the haunt doesn't kill me, the commenters will. Really good use of... I'm trapped. Really good use of far too many Spirit Hearts, but we get Torn Photo, which is a lovely item, followed by Rotten Baby, And then ceremonial robes we essentially got for free. And I'm starting to feel good about this. Now I think we can slow down a little bit. We, cashed in. We're on the next floor, low on consumables, but, high on life, my man. High on life. Now, let's not throw too many, spirit hearts away here needlessly, but we really have a good chance at a powerful run that also has an easy out for boss rush in the form of that Emperor card right now. We're generating flies, and those flies should be fairly potent. What we're lacking is a spacebar item that provides us with any value. And that's because half, I don't know how to use Breath of Life, and half Breath of Life is trash that doesn't, deserve to be used. No offense meant. That was just one man's opinion. Either way, looking solid right now, and feeling like we can take a little bit more risk-prone approach to this run. Now that we're stacked up and we got a lot of damage, like already killing it way better than we killed it on the last run. So, I didn't expect you to turn, which is probably my bad considering I've got thousands of hours into this game. Let's slow down. I'm getting ahead of myself. Going, oh, this run is unbeatable. We can't lose. We won the last one and this one's better, so obviously we can't lose this one. This is a bad attitude. Let's peel back the hubris a little bit. 2.5 spirit hearts is not enough to be thrilled, and beyond that, just stop using, and it's good that we're learning this early, stop using the guillotine to deal damage. Sure, you recognize that it's an orbital. Just because it's an orbital doesn't mean we need to use it as an orbital. We might have already cost ourselves an out when it comes to... Oh, that was so lucky. Might have already cost ourselves an out when it comes to getting a deal with the devil on this floor, or at least being able to afford the deal with the devil on this floor, so let's not cost ourselves anything extra. Blue Baby's only friend, I hope contributes to Beelzebub. In hindsight, probably should not have spent a key to go for the chest that hurts us. That's kind of a boneheaded decision. Alright, but Blue Baby's only friend, also a great item. Luck up. Called it. Alright. The stain. Slow your roll, self. You're going way too fast. Guillotine also... As mentioned, guillotine can lead to some situations in which you take unexpected damage. So we should give ourselves a little bit more, survivability instead of just being an idiot here. Please don't make me fight Krampo right now. Okay, it's good. We're fighting Krampus. When I said please don't make us fight Krampus, I meant because I was going to embarrass his ass. We get a free deal with the devil item. That's actually good for us. Suck on that shit. We also get Pretty Fly. Okay. Am I scared? Yes, extremely. No, why do you ask? We're going to head down to the next floor. Now we're going to slow it down. We lost like 6 spirit hearts in the last 2 rooms. You are extremely valuable right now. I wish you were a fortune teller, but, if ifs and buts were candies and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas, right? I have the utmost faith that we can get ourselves out of this. Leave us at 5 cents. Just as the spirit heart amount, effectively. Look, let's do it. Okay, sure. When I said let's do it, I was hoping you would meet me halfway, but that's fine. Whoa, we're stoked on the aura we have right now as well. I'm still relatively unconcerned, but I probably should be more concerned because there's a lot of enemies who can kill us in one hit. I'd like to get to a shop and, have the ability to survive a single hit of damage. Hopefully that reality approaches sooner rather than later. One of the best times we've ever dealt with this room, I'll tell you that in confidence. There's a key. That key might be what unlocks the victory for us here. What's our game plan? Don't take damage. Stay the fuck away from champions. And, I gotta check. I'm sorry. Ipecac. That's probably really bad right now. But, as long as we don't hit ourselves, it will be amazing in the long run. Almost no doubt about that. We have to be careful with auras, too, because, a high fire rate aura could be dangerous. There we go. There's our spirit heart. Okay. So there were a couple moments there where I would forgive you for being a little anxious, okay? Things may or may not have gotten slightly tricky, but I think, really, to be honest with you, just getting that 1 spirit heart changes so much. Now, probably should avoid the cockiness factor to some extent here, but we really are ridiculously overpowered now, and the shot speed upgrade is okay. It's pretty much a neutral change, honestly, which I guess would be like not a change at all. But we should look for our second secret room as well, because you never know when one Eternal Heart can make all the difference. I mean, we are only at 2 Spirit Hearts. Let's not act like this one's completely set in stone. And when I say let's not, I mean self, please stop acting like that, because you're gonna make a fool of yourself here. I mean, we already almost made a fool of ourselves just via our play. But I really feel like that Ipecac pickup is gonna sell this run into oblivion in the best way possible. Now, I'm saving this oh my lord, he spawned right on top of me, which of course he did. This is, it's a boss trap room. Gotta watch out. Guillotine Ipecac can be a dangerous combo, as you just saw right there. Our head can sometimes get trapped in the wall. Leads to guaranteed damage, but at least it was only half a heart. And the money's getting ridiculous. So all we need is a shop, restock, and then, please, get away from me. A shop, restock, set it up, open up shop, that's the Rough Riders roll. Here we go. Moneymaker. Yep, told you. Greed fight. At least I managed to avoid that damage. And of course, now that we're a little safer, I start playing slightly better if you ignore the damage that we took on that past room in there. Okay, you know what? May you live in interesting times. A bit of a backhanded expression to begin with, but one that I'm sticking by at the present moment. The money's getting, like, real good. But the whole one hit away from death and also we're really fast thing is kind of scaring me a little bit. Remember when we had like 1 red heart and 6 or 7 spirit hearts? Those were the freaking days, man. Now we got 52 cents, but every time we walk into a shop, there's a dude in there with nickels for eyes trying to murder us. It's like, kind of prefer the days when we were broke but healthy. We should really peep that card. I mean, I gotta say, the Hierophant would have been pretty nice right there, but, you know, okay, we're at 1 spirit heart. We're alive, baby. And this is living. We got 1 spirit heart on that floor, we lost 1 spirit heart. Are you gonna rake me over the coals for that? I'm gonna rake myself over the coals for the damage we took last floor, but this floor, we are all innocent. We are all innocent. Our Lady Peace, anybody? More of a Canadian thing, I guess. Not quite as Canadian as Bob Izumi, though. Okay, oh, this is huge. An Isaac's room. Even though, well, let's see. Troll Bomb. Wonderful. That actually scared the Christ out of me. Because if we got, I mean, maybe I should have just slept, but I was worried I would get killed in the bed. So I guess, in hindsight, I'm glad that I took the time to avoid it, but it's getting a little scared. We could just skip this floor, but that would be, quite frankly, pretty dumb. Now that we have 4 spirit hearts, we are safe. Again. Let's try not to squander it. Like we did last time. Alright. There we go. I knew it was gonna happen. Are we being saved by the skin of our teeth? Yeah, probably. This is a... You know, sometimes I take issue when people go, oh, Northern Lion's so lucky. How did he get so lucky? This guy always gets so lucky. Because, you know, there's an element of skill in appearing lucky at all times. Nobody gets lucky all the time. I'm not saying I never get lucky. I may even, you know, I have at least a mild science background. I may even get lucky more than is average. However, nobody gets lucky all the time over this large enough of a sample size. So, you know, because when you say this person's so lucky, what are you actually saying? It's an insult, right? I'm not trying to insult you, I'm just saying you're lucky. What you're saying is I don't deserve the results I get. You're saying that those are handled by some mercurial force that you probably don't even actually believe in if tested on it. But it's the most logical explanation for some asshole like me to be doing half decently, right? That's why I take a slight issue with saying that I'm a lucky person. Maybe I am statistically, but I want to see the p-test. And I'm not talking about a test with urine, I'm talking about a scientific, you know, show me the statistical significance, fucker. Before you damn me with faint praise. But either way, by the way, Mysterious Liquid, pretty solid in this loadout, I would say. Is it just, am I freaking out? Am I incorrect? Or does it seem like the ooze is larger off of the Ipecac explosion than it is off of your average tier? Because I mean, that's a big up. For the ooze to be larger, again, I knew that was going to happen, but I was like, let's do it anyway. For the ooze to be larger basically means that we're, you know, hitting more of an enemy, or the enemy, hitting more enemies, hitting more of an enemy, or the enemy is staying in the ooze longer. So it's a positive for us hugely one way or the other. But, you know, so what I was getting at with that tangent earlier is, sometimes I'm like, you know, fuck you, I'm not lucky, you're lucky. You're lucky I'm not kicking your ass right now for saying shit like that. Oh, it's like, that's the wrong number, .mp4, right? But, this time, I'm lucky. Couple dice rolls go differently, I could be dead right now and trying to explain, like, how I lost a run that is as good as this. But, luckily, that's not the situation we're in. The dice rolls, excuse me? The dice rolls worked out for us, and by dice rolls I mean dodges, but it's like the ultimate anti-Dungeons and Dragons song. Man, I don't roll dice, I roll dodges. Trekking up the mud down Old Front Road. You ask me what my class is, I say lower. Okay, this is getting a little too real. You ask me what my class is, I say rural. And if you talk to me in Elvish, you're a fool. There's something there. You could spin that out into a real song. Probably, like, without the classism would be ideal, but... Beautiful. Okay, what do we got inside of our... it's a jar of flies. Jar of flies is worth it. And you know what? We got 50 cents. Let's get pay to play as well. It's not like we're low on keys, but... You know, why even buy pay to play here? That's a great question in hindsight. I don't really understand my reasoning. Okay, open the door up here. Where are we at? 15 minutes on Dank Depths 1. We're, like, exactly on pace. Good donation, save 20 cents for the next floor. Our flies are going to do a ridiculous amount of damage. It might contribute to Beelzebub. It may not, admittedly, but it might contribute to Beelzebub as well. And I'm happy to have an orbital. And I'm happy to have a deal with the Devil Chance. Especially having already paid the Krampus tax. Yeah, I mean, it's overly aggressive to take a Demon Baby at 3 Spirit Hearts when we're not balling out of control, but... I like having some diversification that's not just, well, at least we know that we're going to have an easy shop here, especially with Steam Sale, but, and luck upgrades, thank you very much. I like to have some diversification, you know, some shots that actually are not explosions, so if an enemy gets close to me, I don't have to risk hitting it. Hopefully Demon Baby can just finish the job for me. Okay, well, I would have preferred to not create a bunch of spiders, but that's okay, I suppose. Not really interested in that either. I'll call it. We are going to make it to boss rush. Like, that's pretty much set in stone here. Dude, Mysterious Liquid is so good against some of these enemies. It's one of those items that, like, I always overlook when I'm talking about dope tier effects, but Mysterious Liquid can seriously get the job done. More like Mysterious Liquid. I'm not taking Tech 2. It shows up on every run lately. It's just, you know, there's a flavor of the month all the time. For whatever reason, Tech 2 is chosen to be the flavor of the month right now. It's not that bad. I probably like it more than the average high-level Isaac player. And I make a distinction there, not to be, you know, smarmy, but when you first start playing Isaac, and I did this for a long time, up until, like, you know, past the release of Afterbirth for sure. People go, fuck, sick laser beams. I'm in, you know? But then you learn the nuance of Tech 2, which is that it's actually not that amazing in every situation because of the fact that obviously it carries negative possibilities, lowering your damage while giving you the piercing shots and, you know, the sweet-ass laser beam. But high-level players are the ones who know those distinctions. Low-level players, which I would class myself as a lot of the time, or at least up to until fairly recently, within the past couple of years or so, were like sweet-ass laser beam. I was definitely in the sweet-ass laser beam camp for a while. Now, we could just go fight the boss, but we really want to go to the shop because we have Steam Sale and a lot of money. We have a 3-room. Reroll all consumables everywhere. I'm looking around and I see money. doesn't really interest me that much. I'm way more interested in checking this out. Okay, 5 bombs for 3 cents. I'll buy Sharp Plug just so we have it. It doesn't even work with Jar of Flies, but we might as well, you know, take advantage of it. And this is a nice antidote, or, you know, palate cleanser, if you will, after the run that we just had. This one is powerful, was a little scary. We got lower on HP here than I think we ever got on our last run. We're gonna have boss rush chances. You know, we've got Steam Sale, so we might even have Hush chances, depending on how we feel about things. We've only got 4 cents right now. It's not like we're balling, but that could change. Let's go fight the boss. Check out our deal with the devil if we get one. Check out boss rush, and there's definitely some items I would still desire to have, but we are starting to get a little ridiculous. Okay, my best friend, Peeper's Eye. The quarter, unicorn horn. Honestly, Peeper's Eye is the actual right choice, but I'm taking the quarter just in case the Hush fight makes sense for us. Peeper's Eye, at best, doesn't do a whole lot for us. So, I take the quarter because on, you know, probably 2/3 of runs, it's actually going to be worthless. But on that 1/3, that's 3 extra items from the shop. So, given the chance, I'll take the zaniness, like, ever so slightly in this situation. I would love a syringe here. Didn't get one. But let my interest be noted. I am another donation machine. I am surprised. We've had like no guppy beads on the last couple of runs either. Like, I'm not salty about it because it looks like we're gonna come away with 2 wins in our last 2 runs, which is as best as you can do, basically. Especially while not deserving those wins potentially, but in spite of getting, oh, you know what? We didn't get many deals with the devil on the last run, and that's definitely something that correlates highly with actually being able to get, you know, guppy items is the most likely possible platform to get them. Range down. Not bad, actually. That's pretty much a neutral pill as far as I'm concerned right now. We've already had shot speed upgrades, and we've had a range upgrade pill as well, so as far as I'm concerned, we're still in a good spot. This is a slightly scary room. Shoop to Whoop would have been fine, but I probably would have stuck with Jar of Flies. It's an item I like a lot when your damage is getting out of control. If you play your cards right and actually manage the economy, you can really do a number on bosses in particular with Jar of Flies. And it doesn't take very long to, you know, regenerate the... Oh, I can't believe he didn't die. It doesn't take a lot to regenerate 20 flies. Even if you use them all on a boss to kill him, usually that gets handled pretty quick. I was watching those shots and I actually felt pretty confident that I had him tracked coming in, but shit happens. We're a lot slower now, and I actually think that that is a positive. The slowness means that we should have a new aura, and that aura could be damage. Of course, it could be something worse than speed, like shot speed, but it means that there's a chance that it's damage. I'm finding it, you know, kind of hard to tell. In contrast to the Nasan of a similar name. One Love. No, it ain't hard to tell, obviously. I can't believe I didn't get hit there. Lemon Party. Would have been nice to use that on the boss, but we basically have a reusable Lemon Party in Mysterious Liquid, so... Alright, good. Yeah, good damage. A boss we definitely didn't need to give up any damage to at all, but Wooden Spoon is fine. Alright, down to the next floor. Played that floor pretty badly, but life goes on, and certainly at 21 minutes, we've got a good chance at the Hush fight here, if we want to, and 42 cents, 47 cents makes me want to, but we'll have to see how our HP looks when we get down there. So we're looking for Tinted Rocks primarily. Our Red Hearts, you know, this is probably where they'll stay. Wow, that was actually terrible. That's... You know I'm really ashamed of the damage when I actually apologize for it instead of cracking a joke, and walking into that Red Heart, even though it was kind of supplemented by Guillotine, causing some hitbox, not weirdness, but obfuscation at least. I feel bad about that one, because that was really bad. The Curse Room is optional, as far as I'm concerned. Our guppy chances are so low that, you know, even losing one Spirit Heart for the chance to get whatever we get in there is maybe not worth it. Okay, crack some flies. We're going to take a more aggressive approach to Jar of Flies, just tweaking things ever so slightly here as they get more and more complicated, honestly. Secret room provides us with a stone chest, which really only gave us red hearts, but there's an out here. Look. The out here is, come in, play this once. I do want to get Blood Bag. If they just give me Blood Bag, I'd be stoked. But then, we can at least get more money and get semi-permanent Polaroid invincibility, but also the chance of getting Blood Bag, which is really the big ticket item there. Life goes on. Alright, slightly dicier than I expected, honestly. Hello, Tomo. Welcome back. Do you have to leave every 45 minutes? I thought cats sleep like 16 hours a day. Now, keep in mind, we can always blow up the blood bank. I don't like this recent habit of these runs starting to come close to losses at the end because it Abaddon's amazing. Because it reflects badly on me. This isn't the run's fault. It's really... It's Ipicac's fault, but I should be better at dealing with it, because, first off, I always go to bat for Ipecac. It's such a good item. One of the very few items in the game that can win you a run on its own strength. And then beyond that, again, the other half of it is I should just know better than to get hit by it at this point. But it looks like we're going to come out of this smelling like a rose thanks to that Abaddon pickup. And, you know, Gimpy does not hurt here either. Will we do the Hush fight? We're gonna sack a Spirit Heart to see if we get, we don't need to do it this way, but I'm gonna. We don't need to, be too anxious, but I'm gonna sack a Spirit Heart here just to see if we get something from our, curse room. We broke even, so I would say that the Hush chance remains plausible. Luck doesn't really affect that, but, our money affects that, our HP affects that. And, I mean, Abaddon is a nice damage bonus as well, so I would say our damage affects it as well. Or I would say our... Well, yeah, I mean, it just does. It wasn't incorrect, it was just clumsily phrased. And we're rolling in keys as well. I was really expecting a fly to get over there in time, but, you know, you should consider ourselves lucky. First off, Tears upgrade. Secondly, we got the Gimpy payout, so we actually negated that damage that we took either way. And the new overly aggressive approach to using Jar of Flies, so far so good. Doing a lot more damage and hopefully taking a lot less in the long run. Definitely we get rid of Flatworm to take the Cancer Trinket. Both pretty good, but the Cancer Trinket substantially better. And, you know, Small Rock as well. I would say that it's fair to say that this is a pretty stacked floor here. We will go back. Okay, stop hitting yourself, but not in like a younger sibling way, in an actual, like you're hitting yourself with an explosive ball of dynamite / phlegm here. Just, it's a hard habit to break though, that like you can't stand that. Look, I can't stand close to mom and I can't stand close to the wall. So something's got to give at some point. I'll do the Hush fight. Even though I probably shouldn't at 6 Spirit Hearts. I'll do the Hush fight because I expect there to be more Spirit Hearts, or I expect there to be better items. I expect to come out of this with better prospects. The luck ups are fine to begin with, and the extra money does not hurt either. That's a tough choice. This one is not really a tough choice. Okay, weird. The sun, not great for us right now. Diplopia, what the hell do you do with Diplopia? Double Unicorn Horn? Or Unicorn Stump? By taking that, we could get Dr. Fetus and Unicorn Horn? Or Unicorn Stump again? Do I even want Unicorn Stump? I don't know. Do I want 2 Dr. Fetuses? I don't know, but we're gonna do it. At this point, I took Dr. Fetus just because... How can you not? So have I just guaranteed myself a loss? Because whenever I shoot, I explode. So, I mean, at the present moment, I'm not particularly stoked about it. It doesn't hurt me, though. I'm very confused. Because, like, this is what happens when I hold down the fire button right now. So, to be honest with you, I don't really understand what's going on. Can I fire backwards? Appears not. So what's the strat? I don't really know. Well, that's a new one. Or I hope it's a new one at least. I guess, I mean, let's put it this way. First off, when we hit, we're dealing a bunch of damage. The unfortunate part is that it's a little scary for us to hit in the first place. But the other upside of getting hit is that when we get hit, first off, we could just put Blue Baby's only friend over there. When we get hit, we get a new aura, which could change everything. So, do we really just let Blue Baby's only friend handle this? I don't know, like, it weirdly, like, it's going okay. Be straight with you, I wouldn't mind having some, you know, red heart containers so we could actually benefit from, our situation right now. Is there any way we win this run? Like, we can beat Hush. Just don't know if there's any, like, conceivable way. So, okay, here's one out for, like, this situation. Enemies come at you. You put some bombs against the wall. It also generates creep. In fact, I think you're generating, like, a ton of creep, and that's, like, half the value right now. You know, you're getting, like, every time you shoot, you're getting, like, 10 mysterious liquid payouts. And the new way that I move is by blowing up the opposite direction of the way I want to go. Unfortunately, it's a little scary because I've got the guillotine, like, constantly changing what direction my bombs are coming out of. What do I want to get on the cathedral? I mean, bomb synergies, I guess. Like, first off, I'm extremely lucky that I'm not getting blown up myself. Like, if I still got impacted by explosions, I would just be done. I would have died ages ago. So somehow we've got, like, bomb immunity. Which is, and like, oh, it's the cancer, item as well. I was wondering why I was only taking half damage. It's that first floor item room coming through in the clutch. So the good news is, actually, I think I see the win. And the win completely goes through Unicorn Stump. So I'm really glad that we got that, but the other way is immediately upon walking into a room, shoot the wall. Shoot the wall and then pop Unicorn Stump. The idea being, make yourself immune to the consequences of your own actions. I mean, we should probably do that, but I'm a little concerned about fighting a room with multiple waves and only one Unicorn Stump play. I think I might just keep it simple, stupid, and, you know, throw down bombs on occasion. Do what you gotta do. It's not an easy setup. It's really, really high damage. Like, you saw there, we're killing most enemies in a single hit. Monstro 2 lived for like 1.1. Maybe we're actually overpowered? Shouldn't have been hit there, but life goes on. I mean, all things considered, I guess I'm actually very happy about the way that it's going. But it's a weird combination. Would I take Dr. Fetus and Ipecac again? Yeah! I mean, sure. I'd recommend it, even. But it's, getting a little silly. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think I want Bob's brain. The reason is, I don't know if I'm actually immune to explosions, or if I'm just immune to my own explosions. So a speed upgrade is fine. I just want to see where we're going. Forgot which button activated our spacebar item, sadly enough right there. That was a little horrifying. Alright, well, it looks like we're going to collect A surprisingly easy win that was also, like, really, really, really scary for a brief moment. So, kudos to us, I suppose. Joker card would be interesting. Samson's Chain doesn't really bother me right now. It is a Joker card. I can't. That's just... that would be stupid. If any enemy has, like, the idea to step to this... see, we're definitely not immune to explosions. Just immune to our own shots. Any enemy that has the idea to step to this is making a colossal mistake, I tell you what. Kidney Stone might not impact us at all, or alternatively could completely destroy our chances of winning. I don't know at this point. This is a strange run. I'm just happy to be a part of it. Should be using Unicorn Stomp a little more because it's getting semi... wow, it is getting close to the wire here, actually. Dagaz might save us. 2 Dagaz is definitely going to save us. And Perthrow, of course, for those last-minute amazing plays. Well, I don't really know what to say about this one, but I will say thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Weird Synergy. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.